Hello friends! Today we are here to talk about the Patrick Ta for Brows Brow Wax. I'm going to show you guys how to use it and all that fun stuff. I just do have a quick disclaimer and hello. I have semi-recently had my brows laminated, so that's like basically an eyebrow perm to make your brows go up. I got that done a little while ago. However, my brows naturally are very stubborn and don't like to do what I want them to do. You've seen in previous videos where I use like hair gel and stuff like that, so I very much am an advocate for using things that don't belong in your eyebrows on your eyebrows. But I got my brows laminated, and basically when she was doing it, she explained to me that I had a lot of brows in the growth phase, so like they were just coming in, so they were too short for her to laminate. So the result I have now that they're growing out is my brows are like crisscrossing. So like the laminated brows all go up and all the new brows go down because my brows all naturally grow very much down. And I do have very sparse brows. I don't have a lot going on in this region, which is why I like this style of brow. So I'm happy at least that my brows were like a little bit gnarly for me to try this out with, because at least I can show you how it looks on a stubborn brow. This is the end result right here. We're very happy with it. But with that, now that's out of the way, I'm going to get straight into the tutorial. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have one brow done already for the sake of time, and we're just going to kind of hop right into this. So I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer in just a sec. But a couple other things that you're going to need is you're going to need a spoolie and or brow pencil. I did add a little bit of pencil to my brows still. I use this one from MAC, and it has a spoolie on the other end. And your favorite setting spray. I used my MAC Fix Plus just so I could use one that didn't have a lot of alcohol in it. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is you actually do need to wet this wax. If you try to just press straight into it, you actually won't get anything to come up off of it. So you're going to take your setting spray, and I like to spray it straight in, just like a little, so it's nice and wet. And then you're going to take your spoolie. I like to bend mine a little bit so it gets in there a little bit easier. And you're going to like mix it. So it'll get a little bit thicker, and then you'll see the product coming up and building up on your brush, and that's when you can go in and start applying. So now I'm going to bring you guys in. Also, don't mind this like weird ass skin here. Things were happening. So we're going to take all the product that's on our spoolie here and start combing it through. And I am like applying pressure as well, just to really get the hairs where I want them. And I do have like some that are kind of going in different directions. I did get my brows laminated, but basically the way the girl explained it is I had a lot of them in like the growth phase. So a bunch of them she actually like couldn't laminate because they were too short. So now that they're all grown in, they're going in the opposite direction of what I want. But this is basically the place that I want them in. So I'm going to take the other side here. I just got to put the cap back on. I'm going to take the other side here, or you can use like any kind of more flush surface, if you will, and we're going to press over top. So we are like laminating these down onto the skin. You might need to go through with your spoolie one more time after this just to make sure everything's in the exact spot that you want it. But this is the way that you ensure you get the hold that you want. So this makes them completely flush to the skin. There we go. So from here is where I would start applying any of the brow products that I want to apply. So I'm just going to use a little bit of pencil just to kind of fill in a little bit of the spaces here. Nothing like super crazy. And I do like this because I don't really need to do much else once I use this. It does have a little bit of a tint to it, so it does give like a little bit of color. But I don't need to do too much afterwards, which is nice and part of why I like this so much. There we go. So like that's all the penciling in that I do basically. A brow pen would look really nice with this too. It's just that mine dried out and I haven't bought a new one. But that's all you have to do. It's very simple, very easy. I'm going to bring you guys back out. So just to talk a little bit more about the product, this guy with here. So it does also have glycerin, growth peptides, olive oil, and coconut oil in it as well. So it is really conditioning for your brows. It doesn't feel stiff. It feels like a little bit thick, like you know that it's on, but it's not crunchy or dry, which is really nice. It does claim to be waterproof. I would say it's water resistant to a degree, but I wouldn't go swimming in it and expect my brows to stay perfect, especially because my brows are a little bit more stubborn. But overall, I do really, really like the product. I feel like it was like a little bit of a missing piece in the market, at least for people like me that have very stubborn brows, because brow waxes have been around for like a really, really long time. It's just for some people they worked and some people they didn't. I was one of those people where they did not. You've seen in previous videos where I put literal spiking hair gel in my eyebrows to get the exact same effect. And I'm kind of happier to use something that's actually made for it that doesn't make my eyebrows feel like trash, instead of something that's made to put my hair into a mohawk. Simple as that. It is a little bit pricey. Let me look up the price really quick. Okay, so this was $29 Canadian, so probably 20, 25-ish US, somewhere in that region. I'm perfectly fine paying that because I feel like this will last me a good while. Like, I don't see myself like burning through this. This wasn't my first time using it. I've used it a couple times, and as you guys can see, like, it's pretty much still completely flat, like no divots, nothing like that, so you can't really tell that I'm getting a lot of use out of it, which I'm happy about because obviously I'd like this to last as long as possible. This does come in a clear version as well. I've heard mixed reviews where some people have said that the clear leaves a little bit of a residue, which is what pushed me to get the tinted. I'm very, very happy with the tinted. I'm really happy I didn't get the clear. Yeah, so peeking through the reviews, there are some mixed reviews. Overall, it does have a pretty good rating, but I've noticed that there's just like a couple issues with the white leaving residue, as well as it looks like some misuse of the product. So you want to make sure that you are laminating your brows down into place, or else they will not hold. You need to direct the hairs, tell them where to go, and flatten them out, or else it'll just shift around because you haven't really like set it in place at all. So do keep that in mind when you're using it. You need to go through all the steps, or else it's just not going to work. And I also do want to point out that because there is coconut oil in it, if you are acne prone, or if you're somebody that gets breakouts like in or around the brow area, I would be cautious of using this as well, just because you don't want to clog the pores in that area if you're already prone to breaking out. So if that's going to be an issue for you, I may advise staying away from it just in case. With that, those are the thoughts, the opinions. Very happy I have it. Hopefully this helped you guys out so you can see how to use it and all that fun stuff. And with that, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.